Hi, welcome. This is Pina of DFT Games, and this is a brief tutorial about how to use our pooling manager in its version 6.3. Now, this is a Unity 5 project. Obviously, this works on Unity 4 and Unity 5. This is a new project. The only thing that is in the project now is the Unity Visual Studio Tools. So now I'm going to import the package. And now we have a pooling manager in our scene. Now, let's see what to do to implement the pooling manager into something. So I'm going to do something that is pretty much similar to the demo, but I'm going to do that from scratch so that we can understand how this works. So let's see. First off, let's create a plane. So I go free the objects and create a plane. Here we go. This is a plane. So this plane will be our destroy all object. Okay, so let's create a material here. Just plane. Let's give it soft color and let's assign it. Here we go. Here we have our plane. We don't really need that grid, honestly. Okay. Now, this is our playground. So let's have the camera looking at it, because honestly, here. Oh, that's why. I'm just wondering why, and that's because the plane was not created uh, in the camera field, but shifted for some reason. Why I can leave it like that. Honestly, that's good. So this is our plane. Let's create now a couple of objects that we are going to pool. So let's start with, I don't know, a cube. Let's start with a sphere. The light here, let's just bring the light out of the way. So here we have a sphere. Let's create now. Sorry, what's that? Let's create now a material for our sphere. Here we go, and the sphere will be something like, I don't know, greenish, like this. Here we go, sphere. We have our sphere. Let's make it a little bit metallic and smoother. Nice, like it. Just, you know, for the sake of presentation, it's better this way, I guess. Okay, so this is our sphere. Now we want to make actually a prefab of it, so I drag it into the asset pane. I'm not really paying much attention to structure here. Actually, this is not good, so let me be properly organized. Okay, so usually this is what I do. I have my game folder. In my game folder I will have a materials folder, and I will have a scenes folder, and I will also have a prefab. So, well, I will have a bunch of other folders, but let's just keep these in order. So this prefab goes into the prefabs. These materials go into the material folder, and that's way better than before. Sorry for that, but I don't know. Maybe I'm OCD. I have OCD, I don't know. Okay, so here we go. Now, oh, okay. More folders. Create folder, please. Scripts. Right? Because now what I need something here to actually attach to this sphere so that I can destroy the sphere on collision. So I create C# script, and I call this I don't know, kill me. Here we go. And this kill me will be attached to the sphere. Let's apply. So it goes into the prefab as well, and we can just get rid of the sphere from the scene. Okay, here we go. We have this. Now we are gonna make spheres and maybe other objects raining from the sky. So I'm going to create some location pointers, or just empty game objects, spawn points basically. Let's assign, here we go, a nice label to it, and let's call it spawn point. Okay, and let's put this at, I don't know, let's do this looking at the game scene. So I go gizmos so that I can see actually my spawn point, and let's bring this up out of the scene. Here we go. That's nice. Let's round this to 7.5. Well, people would say to me, do you call that rounding? Yeah, well, roughly yes. Okay, now we have a spawn point. That's just for the sake of it, just to keep it stuff in order. Now what I do need is also another empty game object, and this it's okay to have it 000 in my book, and this will be the game manager. Obviously the game manager, if I can spell that properly it's better even. And I do need also a script which is called game manager as well. Yeah, this will work. Now game manager goes attached to the game manager, and we have also now have the game manager in place. Let's save the scene just as a habit, even if this whole project will go away at the end of this video. Scenes, I call this demo now. Okay, here we go. So this has been saved. Now what I do need to do is to open my game manager into Visual Studio. So let's create. So I have public and game object, and let's say that I have a pool of game objects, right? And these game objects are to be pooled just for the sake of it. So that's okay, to be pooled. And then I will also have the public transform spawn point. Okay, and maybe I have to spell it correctly. Here we go. So we have this too. I don't really need to start. Oh yes I do, sorry. Okay, so void start. So what I'm gonna do in the start, I'm gonna actually create some nice pooler. So let's see, let's create those poolers now, but this is not gonna work I guess for to demonstrate. No, yeah, let's do this properly, because otherwise I cannot demonstrate this properly. Let's do it orderly, in order. So I have sphere to be pulled, and because I want to demonstrate the typed stuff, I'm going to create a capsule to be pulled. Let's do just that for now. Now I will have also a private, and here I need our pool manager. and it's not showing up there. There is a reason for this, because what you have to do here is to add our namespace, which is using DFT Games tools. Here we go. And now we have the pool manager here, pooling manager, sorry. And this is a pooling manager. It's typed, as you can see, and this is game objects, and I call this pool of spheres. And I'm gonna create, let's copy and paste a new pool, and this will be a pool of, I don't know, let's do this, rigid bodies. A pool of rigid body, and this is pool of capsules. This just because let's think that for the spheres I don't really care, but for the, I don't know, for the capsules, when I spawn them, I want to operate something on. I want to push them around using the rigid body. I want to have control on them. So I need just to retrieve a rigid body straight away from the pool instead of a game object. That's it. That's pretty much it, right? Really. So what I'm going to do here is now to initialize this pool of spheres. Let's start with this one. It's equal to a new pooling manager, obviously, and this is going to use the I made a mistake here. This should be lowercase, please, and lowercase this as well. It's a capsule, and lowercase this as well. I don't know why I left that uppercase. For some reason I did. Okay, so let's go back to this, and this is the sphere to be pooled, so I have to pass the prefab when I instantiate the actual pool manager, and then the initial size is optional. The default is 3. I just leave it. Okay, and now I'm going to do the very same thing here with the other one, but the other one will be a pool of capsules. So this is a new pooling manager rigid body. So this is the capsule to be pooled, and again 3, it's okay. So let's don't do anything else for now. Let's go back here and create the other one, because obviously here I need also to, well, let's feed the spawn point into the spawn point here of the game manager. Then I have the sphere prefab and a sphere to be pooled. It goes there. I need a capsule now, so game object, 3D object, and I create a capsule. Here we go. This is the capsule. Let's create material. Let's Control D to duplicate this. Capsule. Here we go. This is the capsule material. Let's assign this to the capsule. Let's change the color just to have some variety. Here we go. And this is the capsule. Now I want this to be pooled based on the rigid body. And so I need this to have the rigid body. Actually, also the sphere needs a rigid body, because when I spawn it, the sphere has to fail. So let's add the rigid body to this as well. Okay, so capsule. Oh, we have the prefab as well. Capsule, and I need a kill me script on the capsule, right? So capsule scripts kill me. Let's do this and let's apply. Here we go. So now we have a capsule as well. Let's take it out from the scene, and in the game manager here I'm gonna assign the capsule as well. Here we go. Now we have a sphere in the capsule and the spawn point that have been assigned as parameters to our game manager. So what now? Let's go back to Visual Studio and let's spawn this stuff. Right, so what do we do? Let's say that every something, I don't know, every 150 milliseconds, maybe, yeah, why not? Let's create counter. So I need private float counter counter. I can't spell today. Counter equals 0f, and this is the counter, and well, I'm going to hard code the 150 milliseconds just for the demo. I hate to hard code stuff, but yeah, just demonstrating something. This is going to be thrown away. So update. So let's say counter plus equal time dot delta time, and here we have incremented our counter when we update, and if counter is greater than 0.15f, at this point what do? We have to spawn something then. So let's do this. If here we have two objects there, so let's spawn those at random. So if random apps dot range between what? Between 1 and int dot max value modulus 2 equals 0, then what do? We spawn the sphere, right? So let's do let's create here. I do need a temporary, I guess. No, well, sphere I get, sorry. So let's say game object geo equals pool of spheres dot get element. That's it. Nothing else to do. Now let's say that geo dot transform equal to spawn point. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Right. Oh, sorry. Okay, not my day. Position. That's pretty much it. Then else it's a sphere, right? No, it's a capsule now. So okay, again, not my day. I've corrected only half of it. So otherwise I have a rigid body RB equal to pool of capsules dot get element. Here we go. And I'll go RB dot transform dot position equals to spawn point dot position. Here we go. I made it. Now, what will happen here? That every 150 milliseconds we spawn something, right? Obviously, we are not destroying anything, right? So we will see here in the hierarchy pane, we will see the pool increasing, okay? Because we keep creating, and we are not destroying. So let's see how this goes. Let's hit Control P. Running this. Wow. Okay. And they are also being created on the very same spot, or they hit each other. They are not even. They don't have time to get down. Look at that. Well, could be a game of sort. Okay, well, let's put 250 for now. Let's see if the rate is a little bit more acceptable from just a... Wow, not really. So here we go. Here we have our script. And let's leave it for now. I guess that we're gonna let's hold for a second. Sorry guys, I'm trying. I'm just when I prepare videos, I don't really, prepare scripts and all, because I do like spontaneity. But there are so what there are downsides to spontaneity, obviously. Oh my! Did you see that? Oh, well, I guess that you all saw that, and you are laughing at me so much. And you're right. So I forgot to zero out the counter. Okay, as I said, not really the brightest guy, right? Without any script. Okay, now this is roughly. Oh, that makes sense. I was a little bit startled. Why is it not behaving like I'm expecting? Yeah, because I'm not zeroing out anything. Okay, as you can see now, we have the pool that is increasing. Right, the manager is just increasing the pool size because we keep creating stuff. But well, let's increase also the rate, because I was expecting a better behavior. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is exactly what I was expecting. That's good. Like this. This is a concept for a new game that we can call Spheres and Capsule Falling Down. Yeah, okay. Not funny. Okay, now we need to actually have a way to kill this guy. And we do have, right, the kill me script attached to them, but we are just doing nothing here. So what we have to do here, it's pretty easy. So void, we have on collision enter, right, and we have a collision just leave it like this. Right, we have on collision enter, and at this point all we do is send message dismiss. That's it. If you thought that we need more, you're wrong. That's all we need to do. We dismiss the object when a collision gets... Well, obviously here I'm using the collision, but it's not necessarily a collision with something. You can obviously call the dismiss. You can send this message whenever you want, whenever you need, depending on the game logic that you're implementing in your game. Let's see what happens now. We run it. Oops, they are colliding with each other, I guess. Okay. But, well, that is exactly what I wanted to get. Well, some of them are just getting out. They are not really... So some of them will not be destroyed at the moment because they won't collide. Let's give it some more time there. Let's go 3. Let's see what happens. Again, they hit each other. I guess that I really have to go 55, right? Well, anyway, I guess that it is pretty clear now, right? Here we go. As you can see, we have the... Oh, they hit each other again. You know what? There is something that we can do. I mean, right. I can do something like vector 3 R&D, and I can say that this is equal h equal new vector 3. Why is not proposing me the vector 3? Sometimes I don't understand why Visual Studio gets confused. Okay, well, anyway, this is vector 3 with a random range between minus 2.5 and the 2.5, and I need an f both sides. Here we go. And we also need something pretty much equal to this. Well, on the y we leave it at 0. On the z we totally need to do this. And we go spawn position plus r and d. And I'm gonna copy this here. And this should allow me to go back to 350 milliseconds. There is still a chance that they are too close and hit each other, but it's better. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Not the greatest way, but yeah. You can see here in the scene how this works, right? And that's pretty much all about how to use it. If you thought that it's more difficult than this, it's not. That's it. The only thing that now we have to mention is that you might want to call into your update whenever you were, let's say here in well, this is not the update. This is the update. Okay. Into your update, you might want to also call the optimization. Okay, so pool of capsules dot optimize. So now if you don't pass any parameters to this, as you can see here in the IntelliSense, it assumes that every 10 seconds it tries to achieve a 0.5 ratio between the minimum available objects and the objects that are in use. So this is the ratio that is by default it's trying to achieve. Okay, and this every 10 seconds. That's pretty much okay. Every 10 seconds. Don't do this too often because then you're gonna hit again memory and all. So it is good. Honestly, I do advise to use this. But just use the default values. Okay, just don't try anything fancy. 10 seconds, it's okay. Well, anyway, free to do whatever you want, obviously. So let's do this again, and every 10 seconds now we will have the pool reorganized, optimized on the ratio. So it's gonna obviously, well, here we don't really have much to optimize, so it's not we are not going to see much of a difference in the running the demo. You do see the difference. Yeah, you remember that. Well, yeah. If you just we just saw the pools being reduced. Just went out for a moment. Yeah, here we go again. So it's a nice way. It's a nice way to keep things clean. Okay, so And that's pretty much all of it. It's very easy, very simple to use. You don't really have to do anything else. Everything else is taken care of. Now, if you wonder about the script that has been added, the one that receives the message, here you go. You have the pulled object. This is the script that has been added. And beside all the comments, because I do comment everything in my code, so this is the code that is actually in it. Okay, so if you wonder how heavy might be the script that is added to your object, well, this is how heavy it is. It does nothing at all. It just has a delegate here, which is my manager, because obviously the object needs to know who's the pooling manager that has created it, so to whom it belongs, and that's it. And this is set by the pool manager itself when the object is created, and there is just this tiny dismiss that sends to the manager the game object, the root game object. So that's it. The weight of this, 0, really. So this is pretty much it about this nice piece of code. We will release also a more advanced version of this. Well, advanced, it's just a different way to organize the types, and that has been written just a couple of weeks ago, so it's not ready to be to actually be distributed. And that has been created for the game Utopia that we're working on, because we needed to have not just one type back from the pool manager. We needed to actually have multiple types to avoid overhead and to have more than just one component at hand at every single point in time during the gameplay. So we made that as a different pool manager, and we will publish that as well. So keep following us so that you will know when we're going to release it. It's, I guess, in a couple of weeks. But, you know, we need to make sure that everything is okay, no bugs, no problems. So that's pretty much it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers.